Good morning. Thank you for being a member. I suppose you're not coming to Atlanta, right? Good morning, though. I want to remind everybody we have 5 or 6 days left to the show in Atlanta. I'll be leaving Thursday. Ah, it's almost time. It's almost time. Thank you for just being a member. I had my video up here for the show I did in Dallas. I took it down because a lot of people was just watching it. And, I don't really like to leave those videos up there, but members only can see the video. So thank you for being a member. I gotta get back to work. I gotta get back to doing my shows. I've just been so busy, 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 busy. They're trying to offer me jobs in Dallas to host. I'm like, y'all, I don't do that no more. I don't do it no more. Yep, I got like 2 or 3 job offers. I don't live in Dallas, y'all. Y'all about to come out a whole lot of money. You got to pay for my way there, back, hotel every week. I don't think they can do that. Mm-mm. Don't think it's gonna happen. I really miss performing, but I miss the money more than anything. Yeah, and the people. Yeah, I tell you, it's crazy. So the tickets are only $25 online. Did you know that? Yeah, they're 25 online. I changed right there. It's 30 at the door. I actually came on here to also. There's 2 things I want to do real quickly, y'all, because I got to move on. I can't wait on people to come on here. The first thing I want to talk about is, I got a story time. Something I've never said before, but I want to do this right quick. I want to say I was so happy 2 days ago. No, actually, it happened yesterday. My son, who I'm always with, he's like, Dad, I have a surprise for you. I was like, what? He's like, I want to pay for your hotel room for your comedy show. I was like, what? It's not a Marriott, it's a Hilton. But I'm like, I'm okay with that. So, I mean, that was a blessing. I'm sure you got a hotel, and I'm excited about that. I've stayed there. I actually stayed here for my 60th. Yeah, I stayed here for my 60th birthday. No, my 61st birthday. Yeah. Let me see, pull it up right quick. Yeah, I stayed here for my six. I don't know, these the pictures might not come out that good, but yeah, it's a Hilton, and it's Homewood Suites actually. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's another hotel. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I don't have to pay for my hotel room. Yeah, it's just extra money in my pocket. It's an all suite hotel in Midtown, Hilton. So that was a blessing. Thank God for that. That's money I ain't got to spend. Oof. Because I had a discounted rate for my show. It came out to $297 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, plus $50 a day. It was like, no, 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 no. It was like almost 400, but that's $400 I ain't got to spend. So that was a blessing. Thank God for that. All right. I want to do a story time. It was about somebody that used to follow me, and I don't get it. Okay. Y'all have never heard the story before, and she might be listening. Don't worry about it, girl. I ain't gonna say your real name. I ain't gonna say your name. I have so many single women who follow me who they got a lot going on in their lives, and I never say anything about it. You know, and they tell me all their problems and their stories, and I'm okay with that. I like to listen to people's. People listen to what I got going on. I can listen to what they got going on, but what makes me mad is when I try to tell them what to do, they don't listen. They just continue in the mess with their husbands. Well, there was a lady who used to follow me. We're very close. I mean, close. And she used to tell me all her business. And she has a husband, and her husband and her live in the same house, but she can't stand him. He won't. He don't touch her. He don't. Hold on a minute. Okay. He don't touch her. He don't take her out to eat. He don't take her shopping. Basically, they just live together. And I told her, um, when we first started, just talking, and she confided in me with all her personal problems. I said, baby, let me tell you something. Life is too goddamn short for you to be laying up in a house with a man that don't give you no affection, no love, no dinners, no nothing. She told me I think on one of their anniversaries, he didn't even remember or didn't get her nothing. I said, baby, you better than me. Y'all kids are grown, and well, I don't know how marriage works for gays and straights now, because anybody who get married, it's a lot to have to leave in a marriage. But I'm like Tina Turner. When Tina had just had enough, the bitch had enough, and she just left. A bloody nose and all. She said, I just need a room for tonight, for one night. And and mind you, I think she said they had two kids, three maybe, two or three kids. They all grown, you know. And and I told her, baby, I don't know if it's because y'all got a house together. I don't know if it's because I don't know. To me, when you with a man or a woman and you don't get any affection from them, and you're living with them, and y'all live together, and there's nothing there, and oh, by the way, he doesn't abuse her, but he doesn't treat her right. To me, that's abuse mentally. It's like you don't. I wish the hell I would be with somebody and we're not affectionate to one another. I mean, I know when you get older, when you get older, or you've been in a relationship for a long time, it's not the same. It's never going to be the same. It's sort of like my relationship with some of these people on YouTube. You meet some people and they just gung ho and oh PT that it falls off, and that's okay. Um, and my thing is, girl, I think you would be even though you might go through some bullshit of deciding to leave him, and you may not ever get another man. But I wish the hell I would be in a house and I'm miserable, and my husband ain't touching me. He ain't massaging my legs, my feet. He's not. Taking me out to dinner for our anniversaries. I mean, I couldn't do it. That's you are allowing it. You allow these things to happen, and that's why they continue to do it. Not to mention, she has a son who had uh, a baby out of wedlock, and like I told her, and he was he married? I think he was married, or he's okay. So the other baby mama didn't even know that he had another baby. I said, "And you're a mother, and you let your son do this shit, and you didn't tell him to tell her, son, that's not how you. That's not. We don't do that." Even though my mother doesn't agree with the homosexual lifestyle, she have told me many times that's not the way of God. That's not the way of the Bible. She don't do it no more. She don't tell me that no more. But she told me that coming up, because when I was in her house, she told me that, and but then she realized sin is sin, and I ain't the only sinner in the house, so she stopped messing with me. But you got a son that had a baby, uh, and you knew it, and you probably didn't tell the other girl because I think she didn't tell the other girl because she didn't like the other girl. But that don't have nothing to do. You're a woman. You're a female. You know, you should um, you should tell your son, that's not how this works. Now I know nobody's perfect, but she gonna eventually find out it's another child. A whole nother grandbaby. you know, yeah. And she I don't know. To this day, we hadn't spoke. I used to reach out to her and I say, "Hey, I was just checking on you, make sure you're good." Yeah, I'm good. I'm just same old shit. She retired early. Oh, I don't know if she lost her job or retired because I know COVID. I think it's around the time when COVID was banned. I think they all had to stop working or something. Anyway, and she said, "I don't never have no money for this. I don't have no money for that." And I'm like, "What? Hold on a minute." Everybody, I'm like, "What? He don't give me money to go out to eat. He don't give me money to buy clothes." Well, I'm sure she got her own money. But anyway, I wouldn't be in a relationship like that. I would have to suffer. I would just have to suffer and be by myself, or um, a, I would make a choice to just be by myself and have to go through what I have to go through. Then have to deal with a man that don't want me, or a woman who don't want me, and we just you in the same fucking house. You in the same house, living up under the same roof, treat you like dirt. I believe he is seeing other women. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. I wouldn't do it. I could not do it. I just couldn't. That's why I'm single now because I'm not putting up with no BS from nobody. And I, I was I saw my ex in Dallas. He came over. We spent time together, but we could never get together. We could never be together because he has had a history of drugs. So, like I told him, baby, I don't even want to ride in a car with you because you got a history of doing drugs. I don't do drugs no more. I'm just, you should have never fucking done drugs. You knew better than that shit. And you getting older, and I'm like, well, every once in a while, yeah, okay, well, no, we can't be on nothing when you doing drugs. Can't do it. We can't build nothing if you ain't trying to work. And that, the thing about it, he works and do stuff for himself. Got a nice little condo and everything. But that's one thing PT has never put up with is being in an abusive relationship and being with somebody that's on drugs. We spent 2 days together in Dallas. We talk about, well, if you lived in Dallas, we could be in a relationship. No, we cannot, because you still dibbling dabbling in drugs. And I'm not going to get caught up in that shit. I'm laying up in the bed with you. All of a sudden, boom, 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 motherfuckers knocking on the door, coming breaking down the door because you got methamphetamine or some crack or something. That I don't know what the trust of drug was that was using. But I'm not fixing to go through that. I'd rather be single, living by myself. And if I lived in Dallas, I would be in a relationship or Houston because I have another ex that lives there, and I see him from time to time. We hang out and stuff, but I'm not. I just think people have to make a choice of what they want to do in life, and you know, I'm sorry. I just rather be single, and it gets lonely when you're single and you don't have anybody to talk to or rub your feet or rub your back, your neck. You know, I can imagine what it feels like. I'm not a female. Even when I dress up like one, I would never know what it feels like to be a woman. And me being a male missing affection, I can imagine what it feels like being a female not having affection from somebody, a woman or a man, shit, but mostly a man. You know, if you're a straight female, having a man rub your back, rub your feet, take you out to eat, treat you, to a dinner, not a dinner, to a movie or to a nice little trip out of town. And it's just, I don't know. And I feel so sorry for her. And I want to tell her story because I know she's not the only one out there that's going through something like that. And if you listen out there, you know who I'm talking about. I hope you decide in life to move on with your life because, honey, you ain't getting older. I think she might be younger than me. I can't remember, but she ain't that much younger than me. She might be in her 50s. I'm not for sure. Then she might be older than me. I forgot how old she was. I don't know. But I told that story because I know she's not the only one out there that's in a relationship and you're not happy. You just miserable. But you are the one who has. Think about it. Imagine, hey, Janet. Imagine living your life and let's just say if you with somebody for 15, 20 years, you really don't want to be with them, and all of a sudden you have a stroke. Where you think that motherfucker going? You think that motherfucker, if he ain't giving you no attention now, you think that motherfucker going? You think he gonna stay there with you and help you through your stroke and all that? No, he gonna put your ass in a nursing home and move on to the next woman, or be with the woman that he already with. Yeah. So if you're out there in a relationship and it's not working out for you, it's okay to move on with your life. It is okay to move on with your life. It's okay. So, because I'm telling you, life is too short, y'all. Yesterday, when we was coming back on the bus almost flipped over. That lady if she had a hit that 18 wheeler, and I said when that happened last night, I said, oh, I gotta start wearing my seatbelt. Yeah, because that's how a lot of people die because they're not in their seatbelts. And that bus, that I mean, I'm like, what is she doing? First of all, she was driving too fast, and second of all, the bitch had an attitude. The last driver coming to Dallas, going to Dallas, he was nice. He's very nice because I always get a ticket to Fort Worth, and sometimes I push the button. And it was like, I need to go all the way to Dallas, and I just didn't put in the right information. They still, this dude was like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Then I was doing something. Oh, I was putting my luggage up, and then I came back around. He said, The Lord told me to tell you to go ahead and let you go all the way to Dallas. I know I should be shaming myself, but yeah, some of the drivers are nice, and she jumps on the bus. She wasn't talking to me because I had just got on the bus. I want to tell y'all right now, I do not let y'all have to. I do not have to let y'all take breaks because it's just something. I looked at her, y'all. If let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna do this once I get my car. I'm gonna jump on Greyhound and I'm gonna have my friend follow me on the bus. And I depends on the bus driver. I want that bitch to say something smart. So I'm gonna say, child, ain't nobody I forgot I had my bags on the bus. They had to get my bags though. I'm just gonna carry one bag with me on the bus. Child, ain't nobody said you, child. Shut the fuck up, girl. We don't give a fuck about you. And da 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 da. I'm gonna do that one good time just to cuss the bus driver out. Because some of them bus drivers think they God. Like the lady told me yesterday when I got to Ford, because I was trying to buy two tickets because I hate sitting with people on Greyhound. I always try to get two tickets, but that's double the money. It's double the money from where I live at. So, but sometimes the tickets be like $30. So to me, $60 is worth the little 2 hour drive than sitting with somebody on the bus that you don't like. My last trip $2. Y'all, the man was so big he had to sit sideways. Ain't that a mess? And then you got somebody. Then you got open seats up in the front, and the bus driver don't let you sit there. This is some bullshit. Well, we already know Greyhound is trash. So anyway, um, shit, I forgot what I was saying just that fast. But yeah, so um, yeah, I wouldn't, man. These damn bus drivers, I would cuss their ass out, and they just treat people in that kind of way. But anyway, the lady, I was talking about the wreck. The lady, she was going too fast to me. She was driving too fast, and she almost hit the. Yeah, she almost ran into it. She almost hit the back of the 18 wheeler or something, sideswiped it or something. And when that happened, I said, "Oh shit." I think a lot of people die from wrecks because of heart attacks and the sudden impact more than anything else. Yeah, because it just that's why a lot of drunk people drunk people don't die in wrecks. Most of them it be the ones who ain't been drinking. Yeah, it's like in 9/11. I think a lot of those people died just from being in shock more than anything. Them people died before them planes hit the building. They died. They had to. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, y'all, 5 more days, 5 or 6 more days for the show. I'm excited. I'm so happy. This is finally over. I won't be doing any more traveling until Labor Day. I'm going back to Dallas, and I know that I won't be going out of town this year for Thanksgiving because my mother's getting older, and I need to be spend as many holidays with her as I can. I can't stay in my hometown. I hate this place, but I will regret not spending Thanksgiving because I used to go out of town for Thanksgiving, but this year I'm going to stay be with my mom and my family. Yeah, spend time with them. I think it's more important than hitting the road. And then after Thanksgiving is Christmas, and then the New Year, y'all. Well, oh no, we got to go back. Time to vote. It's time to vote. It's time to cast your vote in November. I hope everybody's registered. If you're not registered, you need to be registered because they believe black folks don't believe in voting. They think we still backwoods Negroes from back in the '60s. And a lot of y'all are because you think your vote don't count. That's the reason why they do the things that they do to us because you allow this to happen because when you don't vote, uh, um, and when these racist white people, this is why they try to redistrict and stop the vote because they know our vote is important. They know that our vote counts, and they know that we got power. And so they do these things to try to, because they want to stop us from advancing. And some of y'all are still in that slavery mentality. It's like, child, I ain't gonna vote 'cause the Lord gonna take care of everything. Yeah, that's how y'all say. Lord gonna do it all. The Lord is going to fix it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he gonna fix it all right. When you get out there and you get out there and you vote. And whether you think it counts or not, at least you can say, I did my part. I did my part. Yeah. Yeah, the Lord gonna fix everything. He gonna make everything all right. You know when the people was in slavery and Frederick Douglass and all the people and Harriet Tubman. Imagine if they had to say, yeah, the Lord gonna fix everything. He gonna do it. He gonna make everything all right. But then they didn't do nothing. See, faith without works is dead. And then you have to do something to make a change. You just can't say what the Lord is gonna do. The Lord's gonna use you to do it. That's why you got to do it. He gonna give you the power, strength, and the wisdom. He used those people like Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. He used these people to make a change. You can pray to God all you want, but baby, if you don't get out there and do something about it, it ain't gonna change. You know. So I hope y'all get registered, and then you got to get involved with your local elections too. It's very important because they're doing everything they can to try to suppress the vote for black people. Because we run around here wanting to pop the balloon and yeah, twerking and baddies and all that bullshit. Yeah, they see every goddamn thing the black community is doing. They watching everything. Oh, they don't care about voting and redistricting. Let's just fix it the way we want to fix it to make it better for us. So get out and vote. Get out and get registered to vote. We got to make a change in November. It's got to change. You know, and all these damn ICE agents and stuff, they asses need to be brought before Congress, brought before the federal courts when they finally do take over. If they don't absolutely, really, really, really cheat, because that's what they're trying to do in November. Their asses need to be take accountable. And the Democrats, sorry asses, y'all motherfuckers. Next time y'all get in charge, and y'all be in charge, them goddamn people that did that insurrection, they ass need to be arrested again. Y'all know damn well if there was black people that did some shit like that, they all be in jail. In jail. Can you imagine a bunch of black people running up to the Capitol like that and doing some shit like that? Baby, their asses will be locked up, still locked up, setting an example for the Negroes. And what kills me is people older than me in their 70s and 80s and talking about they don't vote, the Lord gonna take care of everything. You dumb motherfucker. You dumb motherfucker. That's what you are. Dumb Negro motherfucker. That's what you are. Coon. Back slavery ass mindset. Excuse my language, but that's just how I feel. Yeah. Oh, the Lord, he gonna fix everything. Child, please. I'm, anyway, on a lighter note, I'm about to watch The View. I got to take care of some business before I leave and hit the road again. And I'll check in with y'all later on. I will be doing the show tonight. I got to get back into my celebrity gossip and do some shit. And when I get to town Thursday, we're going to go have dinner at the Speakeasy Lounge where I'm having the show at. And all the people who bought tickets, um, please let me know if you're coming or not. I'll be checking. The closer I get to the date, I'll be looking at the ticket sales and looking to see who all coming, who's not coming. Because if you ain't coming, we're going to give your ticket away. So we need to know who's coming, who's not. Okay. So keep us informed. Let me know. You know how to reach me and whatever. Other than that, I will check in with you guys later on this afternoon, this evening. And you guys be good. Be good. Take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye bye.